After 15 years of marriage, one day my wife Sarah pulled me aside. She looked at me gently and said there was something she wanted from me. She wanted me to spend an evening with another woman. To take her out to dinner, and maybe to a movie afterward. "I love you, Michael," she said, "but I know she loves you too. And I want you to give her a little of your time." That other woman was my mother, Eleanor. She had been living alone for 12 years, ever since my father Robert passed away from complications after his battle with diabetes. Between my demanding job as an engineer, daily life, and our 3 children, 16-year-old Emma, 14-year-old Jake, and 12-year-old Sophie, I only visited her occasionally. Sarah often reminded me how Eleanor would light up whenever the kids called her Grandma Ellie, and how she never missed sending birthday cards with $20 bills tucked inside, even on her fixed Social Security income. That very evening, I called her. I asked if she would like to go out to dinner with me. "Is something happening, Michael?" she asked, surprised. "No, nothing special, Mom," I replied. "It's just that I'd like to spend some time with you. Just the 2 of us." On the other end, a long silence. Then her voice, emotional, "I'd really love that." The following Friday, I went to pick her up from her small 2-bedroom house, the same house where I'd grown up, where Dad had built me a tree house in the backyard oak tree. I was a bit nervous. It had been a long time since we had gone out, just the 2 of us. She had dressed up, her silver hair styled at Betty's beauty salon, wearing the same navy blue dress she had worn for her last wedding anniversary with Dad, their 35th. When she got in the car, her smile was that of a little girl. I told Margaret and Ruth I was going out with my son tonight. They were all curious. They want to know everything. Margaret said her son Bobby hasn't taken her anywhere in months. We chose a simple, intimate little restaurant called Mama Rosa's, the same place where she and Dad used to celebrate their anniversaries. She took my arm as if we were at a grand gala. Sitting at the table, I read the menu aloud. Her eyesight had grown weak, making the print hard to read. When I looked up, she was there, watching me with a tender expression. "When you were little, I used to read the menu to you at places like this." "Then it's only fair that now it's my turn, Mom," I replied. We dined on her favorite chicken parmesan with extra marinara sauce, just like she'd always ordered it. We chatted about everything, Emma's upcoming junior prom and how she reminded Eleanor of herself at that age, Jake's championship baseball game where he'd hit the winning run, Eleanor had listened to every inning on her old radio, and how 12-year-old Sophie was teaching herself guitar using YouTube videos, just like her grandfather Robert used to play. Eleanor pulled out her worn leather purse and showed me recent school photos of the kids that Sarah had mailed her, each one carefully tucked into plastic sleeves. "Sophie looks just like you when you were her age," she said, touching the photo gently. "Same stubborn cowlick in your hair that never wanted to lay flat." We talked so much we forgot about the movie. But it didn't matter. That evening was already perfect. If this story is touching your heart, please take a moment to like this video and share your own experiences with family in the comments below. Have you had a similar moment with a parent or loved one? Your stories inspire others to cherish these precious moments too. When I drove her home to her little house on Maple Street, the same street where she'd walked me to Jefferson Elementary School every morning for 6 years, she said, "I want to do this again, Michael. But next time, let me invite you. And maybe we can bring the kids. I have that old photo album from when you were little that Emma would love to see." I smiled, thinking about how Emma always asked about family stories. "Promise, Mom." Back home, Sarah asked, "How was it?" "Better than I could have imagined." But that second outing never happened. A few days later, my mother Eleanor passed away suddenly from a heart problem while tending to her beloved rose garden, the same roses Dad had planted for her on their 10th wedding anniversary. Emma cried for days, saying she'd never get to hear Grandma Ellie's stories about the old days, and Jake quietly placed his championship baseball in her casket, saying she'd want to have it with her since she'd listened to every game. A few weeks later, I received an envelope addressed in Eleanor's familiar handwriting, the same careful script she'd used to write my lunch notes throughout grade school. Inside was the restaurant receipt from Mama Rosa's. She had already paid for a family dinner for 5, enough for Sarah, me, and all 3 kids. Attached was a small note written on her favorite lavender stationery. "Dear Michael, I didn't know if there would be a next time, so I paid in advance. This is for you, Sarah, Emma, Jake, and Sophie." That evening meant everything to me. Tell the children their Grandma Ellie loves them more than all the stars in the sky. Thank you for being such a wonderful son. I love you. Mom. P.S. The photo album is in my bedroom closet. Emma will find the pictures of you at her age quite amusing. That day, I truly understood how much the little things matter. How important it is to say I love you, and to make time for those who love us. Because nothing in the world is more precious than that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming stories that remind us what truly matters in life. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a story that might change your perspective on love and family.